Have you ever wondered if the universe speaks to us in mysterious ways? Why exactly are you here? Did the universe lead you to this video? This is no coincidence. You are here because the universe has led you here. You are ready to hear his whispering words and recognize the signs it sends you. Signs of the universe are subtle but powerful messages that are often overlooked. They manifest themselves in the form of synchronies, recurring patterns, or events that seem too significant to be mere coincidences. They are fleeting moments in which life, as if it had sprung from a poetic script, gives us a clue or leads us on a path that we have not seen before. Maybe you hear the same lyrics that resonate several times, or you happen to meet an old friend who offers the solution to a problem you've just thought about. Or maybe you see the same number again and again on watches, number plates, or in books. These events are not just coincidences, they are indications that the universe is communicating with you. Why are these signs important? These signs are important because they can provide orientation. They help us to live in harmony with our true self and the larger cosmic plan. If we learn to pay attention to these signs, we can make decisions that improve our quality of life and lead us to deeper personal growth. Now that we have laid the foundation, we come to the next chapter, in which we will talk about how to recognize the subtle but meaningful signs of the universe. Prepare to dive into the depth of your own intuition and discover the magical moments that can transform your life. Have you ever experienced that a seemingly accidental encounter has changed your life? In the following chapter, we dive into the personal stories of people who claim that the universe has spoken directly to them. These real experiences reveal the profound effects of these mystical interactions. Imagine meeting an old acquaintance in a cafe who tells you about a new job opportunity just when you feel in a professional dead end. Or a book falls from a shelf right in front of your feet, and when you tank it up, it opens on a page that contains exactly the words you need at that moment. These stories are not only inspiring, they are testimony to how the universe leads us and communicates with us. Each of these stories contains a decision, a choice to follow the whispered advice or to ignore it. Many people report that observing such signs has led them to significant changes, from career leaps to improved personal relationships to profound internal changes. These decisions are often turning points that direct their lives in a completely new direction. Now that you have heard some of the remarkable stories that show how the universe intervenes in our daily lives, we come to the next important step, recognizing these signs. Next, we'll talk about how you can recognize and interpret the subtle messages that the universe may send you. Be ready to learn the art of mindfulness and decipher the hidden messages that can enrich your life. In this chapter, we explore the question of how we can recognize the subtle but meaningful clues that the universe sends us. Learn to understand the signs that often appear in the guise of the everyday, but in reality are messages with deeper meaning. The universe communicates with us in many ways. Some of the most common characters are recurring numbers such as 1111 or 333, which can appear on watches, license plates, or even on receipts. Animals, especially if they appear in unusual contexts or repeatedly, can also be carriers of messages. Words that echo in conversations or that stand out in book titles and advertisements are further hints that you should pay attention to. In order to correctly interpret these signs, it is crucial to be mindful and sharpen your own intuition. Start by noting your daily experiences, especially if something seems unusual or synchronized to you. Meditation can help to clear your mind and make it more receptive to the fine whispers of the universe. Ask yourself with each sign, what could that mean? And why does it appear in my life right now? Over time, you will develop a deeper connection to the signs and intuitively understand their meanings. Now that you have learned how to recognize and interpret the signs, it is time to talk about the role of intuition in this process. Next, we'll talk about how your inner voice can act as a signpost that guides you through the messages of the universe. Get ready to dive into the deep waters of your own intuitive powers and discover the mysterious ways in which the universe speaks to you. After we have learned how to recognize the signs of the universe, it is now time to understand how we can react effectively to these signs. This chapter guides you through practical steps and methods that will help you use the messages of the universe in your life. First of all, it is important that you take every encounter with a possible sign seriously. Don't ignore it as a mere coincidence. Take a moment to think about what this sign could mean to you. Act consciously based on the message, whether by a decision you make or by a change in your behavior. Sometimes it can be helpful to keep a diary in which you record all the remarkable signs and your reactions to them. Mindfulness plays a decisive role in the way we react to signs. By living in the here and now and consciously perceiving your surroundings, you open yourself to the fine messages that the universe sends. Openness is also important. Be open to new interpretations and possibilities. This attitude allows you to grasp and respond to even the most subtle hints. Now that you know how to react effectively to the signs of the universe, we will shed more deep light on the role of intuition in the next chapter. Next, we will talk about how your intuition serves as a powerful tool not only to recognize the messages of the universe, but also to integrate them into your daily life. Prepare to explore and use the wisdom that rests deep inside you. In this chapter, we explore the powerful role of intuition as your inner compass that guides you through life. Let's understand how intuition acts as a bridge between us and the universe, and learn how to strengthen our intuitive capabilities. Intuition is more than just a gut feeling, it is a deeper level of consciousness that has access to knowledge that goes beyond rational thinking. It connects us with the universe on a subtle, energetic level and allows us to receive guidance and wisdom that go beyond the visible or obvious. When we learn to trust our intuition, we open ourselves to the leadership of the universe, which reaches us through signs and synchronicities. To strengthen your intuitive connection, there are various exercises that you can integrate into your everyday life. 1. Meditation and mindfulness practice. Daily meditation helps to calm the mind and hear the inner voice more clearly. 2. Intuitive writing. Start your day by writing pages that you simply let flow without thinking about words or sentence structure. This promotes the intuitive thought connection. 3. Dream diary. Keep a diary about your dreams. Dreams can contain powerful intuitive messages that give you hints about your waking life questions. 4. Nature time. Spend time in nature to ground yourself and revitalize your natural capacity for intuition. Now that you have learned how to use your intuition as your inner compass, it's time to see how this intuitive power helps you make decisions in everyday life. In the next chapter, we will discuss how to use the signs of the universe to make everyday and life-changing decisions. Be excited to learn how to translate the silent wisdom of your soul into practical steps. In this chapter, we turn to the scientific perspective to understand what research says about synchronicities and intuition. This will help us to bridge the gap between mystical experience and scientific explanation. Scientists and psychologists have studied the phenomenon of intuition and synchronicity from different angles. Studies on intuition have shown that it is a form of unconscious thinking that uses fast, automatic, information processing skills that often provide reliable results, especially in complex and uncertain situations. Synchronicities are often studied in analytical psychology according to Carl Jung, who regarded them as meaningful coincidences that indicate a deeper connection between our inner mental state and the outer physical world. Despite fascinating examples and anecdotal evidence, there remains a certain skepticism about the idea that the universe sends us signs. Critics argue that many of the perceived signs are due to confirmation errors or selective perception. They demand more empirical evidence to support such concepts. Nevertheless, ongoing research in areas such as quantum physics and transpersonal psychology continues to open doors to a possible scientific understanding of these phenomena. Now that we have looked at the scientific perspective, it is important to integrate these findings into our daily lives. In the next chapter, we will discuss how to use the signs of the universe to make decisions. We will see how scientific insights and mystical experiences come together to lead us in our everyday and spiritual life. Prepare to explore the practical applications of the wisdom you have collected. In this chapter, we explore how you can practically use the signs of the universe in your everyday life to make decisions. We will see how these signs can help navigate the path through daily life, and what risks and benefits are associated with it. Imagine that you are facing a big professional decision, and at this very moment you happen to see a billboard with a message that fits your situation perfectly. Or you think about a trip and suddenly receive an invitation to an event exactly where you wanted to travel. This type of synchronicity can serve as a confirmation or as a direction. By paying attention to such signs and including them in your decision-making, you can find a deeper harmony with your life path. While the use of signs of the universe offers many advantages, such as increasing self-awareness and confirming intuitive decisions, there are also risks. There is a risk of overinterpretation or too much reading into normal events, which can lead to wrong decisions. It is important to maintain a balance and combine rational considerations with intuitive insights to ensure well-founded decision-making. Now that we have learned how to use the signs of the universe in daily life, we come to the end of our path. In the next chapter, we will summarize what we have learned and how you can use these insights to lead a more fulfilling and harmonious life. Get ready for a final reflection on your journey through the mysterious and inspiring world of the signs of the universe. The universe has led you here. It's no coincidence that you hear these words now. Maybe it was your curiosity or simply the fate that brought you to this place at this time. In the previous chapters, we explored the mysteries of the universe and discovered its subtle leadership in our lives. You are a part of this wonderful universe, and it speaks to you in its own mystical way. Listen to his whispers, feel his gentle steering and trust that it will lead you on the right path. Allow yourself to listen to your own universe and continue your journey with confidence and courage.